out there is going to have a similar issue. And so we want to make sure that this thing is broadcasted. So, all right, just tell us a little bit about yourself, Ben. We're here live. A little about you, your company, and then what we're looking to accomplish in today's call. As you mentioned, a couple of troubleshooting things.
So my name is Ben Cusick, and I'm in Richmond, Virginia. And for years, I've delivered software as a service to the automobile dealer marketplace. And I've got contacts in multiple states, and I've got some that I want to connect with and some that I want to send a marketing message to, and some just a plain old update, and it's easier done with video. So I happened in all of my search to come across the Dubb platform, and you guys have been really helpful for what is a free version that will lead into a paid version. And so I'm experimenting with it and gauging the difference in my my connection with prospects and customers.
Very cool. All right. Appreciate that information here. So we had a couple of things. He's very active on LinkedIn. Ben's using LinkedIn to send connection requests and follow-up messages. Having a little bit of technical difficulty there, so we're going to troubleshoot that a bit. And also had some questions about like what videos look like in certain mediums, whether you're sending it through text message or email or LinkedIn, how it's going to look and how we want to optimize that preview so that it gets the most clicks.
Right.
Cool. All right. So let's go ahead and jump right in. As I mentioned, we'll start with LinkedIn here. Okie dokie. You guys can see my screen here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Here, let me check back. Okay, branding is removed. Okay, so the way our platform works with LinkedIn, as you probably are well aware, you can add them. There's a little Dubb icon. Already following that guy. I gotta follow behind someone else. If you go to connect with somebody, there is a little Dubb icon there for a connection request. What we'll do is after we cover this, we're going to see why his isn't working. So as you see here, I can click connect, add a note, Dubb icons there, and that will allow me to record a video here. According to him, his little record isn't working though, so we will troubleshoot this. If you guys are having a similar issue, stay tuned and we'll get it resolved. The other thing is specific to connection requests, I often recommend for people to send a pre-recorded video in the connection request simply due to time constraints and volume, because here's what that looks like. When we send a connection request video over, we can really optimize that page to get the most out of it. So if someone does click on that preview, if they do watch it, we can have lots of cool stuff on there, like whatever resources we have, maybe a learn more, like an explainer, maybe some social proof, like a case study or testimonial, really nice, just warm greeting with maybe some subtitles on there so that even if they're on their mobile or wherever they're at, they're going to be able to consume the information on that video. So that's why I said I recommend having that pre-recorded one, because we can really add a lot of production value to a video that we're recycling. Whereas if we're creating a one-off, we can add production value to it, but it takes time. Like, for example, subtitles. We can use YouTube or otter.ai or rev.com to generate these subtitles, but it takes time. It takes a few minutes to generate the closed captions and then attach them back to your video. So just little things like that are where we can be really efficient with our time by using pre-recorded content when it makes sense to. However, in follow-up messages and really when we're trying to build relationships, it can be very beneficial to have custom videos, which also is kind of broken down here in this playlist feature. So you have you want to reach out to someone on a first name basis, but the bulk of what you have to say is repeatable. That's what this playlist feature is for. So in that first video, you're saying, hey, first name, just wanted to reach out to you based on X mutual connections or, whatever the reason you're reaching out to them. And then that's a really short message, whereas the bulk of what you want to say is probably repeatable, and it's going to be the same thing you're reaching out to all these other people for. So the playlist comes in at that point. You have a nice little video that's just for them. At the end of it, it transitions into the next video where you can dive into that pitch or testimonial, case study, lots of stuff we can use there. Okay, so that is what it for connection requests in LinkedIn. I do recommend pre-recorded content. We can make it really fancy. So let's talk about what it looks like in here. If I have not sent a message yet, so say if I go to write a new message, click the Dubb icon, and if I select the message here, video, Bob, I insert that, it's not gonna show the URL or the image before I send it. So right now it's just the link with whatever personalization text I've added on there. But if I send this message, what LinkedIn will do is it'll generate that still thumbnail preview based on the URL. So this is what it looks like in LinkedIn after it's sent. It's different from before you send. So this is before. You'll have to delete that little write a message thing there as well. So that's what it looks like before you send, and this is what it's going to look like after. It has the link on the link of the video is actually hyperlinked, the thumbnail of the video gets populated, and that's linked to the video page as well. And then it also shows the title. So just be aware of that. Title and link, it does show. So that's for LinkedIn. The next thing is for text messaging. We can get a nice still thumbnail to show up here, just like this with the link. It's going to be 2 steps, though, to actually get the thumbnail to show up. So if where are you on an iPhone, an Android, or a Google Voice, what are we using to send a text?
iOS.
Okay.
An iPhone.
Cool. So a couple of nuances with iPhone. So if you're sending from iPhone to an iPhone, if you send a link, iPhone actually generates a little preview of the video right there inside the text message conversation. So it has a little preview of the video, but it plays without sound. So it can be kind of confusing for some people. They're like, oh, the video's in here, but it's not, there's no sound. And it's not actually the video. It's just a little preview that iOS generates. So that is very specific to, iPhone to iPhone. Anything else, Android to iPhone, iPhone to Android, whatever, Android to Android, it's not going to do that. So, but what it will do is if we send this little link, the link will go back to the video page like this. So that's regardless. But if we want the still thumbnail image, it does require 2 steps. So first we copy and paste the link or the thumbnail, and then vice versa. So the link, if you paste the link first, then you drop in the thumbnail, or you drop in the thumbnail first and then the link. But they do have to be done separately. Unfortunately, SMS does not allow us to send linked images. So like I can send a still thumbnail through, but it's going to separate the link from it regardless. So that's not something, a limitation to our platform. It's just not capable with SMS at this point in time, whether it's iPhone or Android or anything like that. So in order to get that, depending on if you're doing it from Google Voice or iPhone or Android, it will be just a little tiny bit different. iPhone, let me try. I think I'm trying to remember. iPhone does not allow you to copy and paste like an image to your clipboard. So like I can't, on an iPhone, I can't touch the screen, copy the image to my clipboard, and then paste it. So it's a little bit different. There's a video here that will show you. So this actually little eye icon right here is our video tutorial center. Mm-hmm. So if I open that guy up, it gives me little bite-sized videos on everything that the platform can do. Well, just about, including the app. So the app has some really cool functionality. You can start the video facing you. You can flip it around, lots of fun stuff. But there's also videos on here how to email it. So in an email is actually probably the fanciest preview we can do. That's where we have the nice little animated GIF and all that good stuff. So in an email, it's going to look like that. Has the personalization text on it, has the animated GIF, fallback button, all the good stuff. So we can get this same thing on our cell phone too. So if we're emailing the videos from our phone, we can get that same exact preview using the directions in this video, how to email the app or using the app. Then there's also text messaging. It says Android SMS, but the app has capabilities to send links and images through iPhone or Android. Like I said, it's just a little bit different experience because every cell phone's a little bit different, whether you're on different versions of Android or iPhone. But this video shows you everything you need to know. So there's an image and then a link if you want to send them both.
Okay.
Okay, so that is text message. Images and links are separate. Emails, like I said, probably the fanciest way. You get the nice little generated, the 3-second preview, animated GIF with their first name on it. And this preview can be, anything you want it to be. So it can either be the first 3 seconds, it can be the last 3, and any 3 seconds throughout the video. And then you can also upload your own custom thumbnail here as well. So it can be a still image or a GIF, completely separate from the video. Basically, whatever you want.
Okay.
All right, so that's what it looks like inside of the previews. And then now, like I said, when you click these, whether it's through text or email or social media, LinkedIn, when they click those, it takes them back to the Dubb video page. One thing important here too is the tracking. Have you kind of experienced the tracking yet?
I have.
Okay, great. So yeah, that's definitely something we can do, especially when we're sending one-to-one. If we're sending one video to multiple people, if we're doing that at one time, it's okay. Like I send one video to 10 people. If I send it to them one at a time, I can still track that very easily. But if I want to send one video to 10 people at one time, I wouldn't be able to do that through like LinkedIn. I would have to use that, through email or through Dubb's we have a in-house sending capabilities as well. So we can send out like say if you have a list of people you want to send a video email to, we can do that right through Dubb. Here's an example of a campaign we did to about 16,000 people or so. It'll load here, taking a second. So yeah, you can either send out large campaigns right from Dubb Here's, like I said, an example of when we sent to 17,000, or you can build out little drip sequences here on Dubb as well. So like automated workflows of a series of emails.
Okay.
Okay, so that's kind of a side note here. The most important thing is really optimizing these pages, as I touched on briefly, for converting. What we want to do is have these pages educate and get them to take the action we want them to. Have you kind of explored some of the CTAs yet?
I think when I was considering different sources, I looked at some of that stuff. I would say I haven't graduated to CTAs.
Okay.
I'll pick that in the drop down where it's just our website and it says reply to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the customer success stories, it's like a template. Like what you've discussed, I interpret as a template.
Exactly. That's what we want to do, is we want to set up some default settings. So like your logo, all your branding, and maybe a few of these buttons, we want to be in a template format so that like when I hit record, it's going to attach all that stuff automatically. So that way we're not having to come back and make edits and build landing pages on the fly. It's just happening automatically. That's the strategy we like to use.
I think I interpreted a little bit of what I'm looking at versus what I'm doing in a pay versus a non-pay environment.
Mm-hmm.
But either way, I haven't graduated. Like I got on board a few months ago. I sent a few videos. I didn't pay much attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw something recently that it got me jazzed up about it. And so I've been sending a lot of individual one-on-one videos. I've been using the tracking.
Very cool.
I would like to be able to use it inside LinkedIn, and I continue to get that error.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll wrap that here at the end of this call as well. We'll jump into your screen and resolve that.
Okay.
The other thing, as I mentioned here, is the CTAs. What the purpose of them, as you mentioned, like the customer success stories here, is when we're creating these videos, we want someone to do something very specific. So for me, it's usually creating a booking. I want you guys to book an appointment where I can help you out, provide a consultation, and figure out if the product's going to be a fit and help your business.
Right.
So that's what my ultimate goal is. But say if they're not quite ready for that, we have lots of social proof here. We have plenty of information, even just through the playlist. So say if you had no idea what Dubb was, you receive this video, you're going to have a pretty good idea of what it is through the information on that page. So that's kind of what it is even if they have no idea, say if I'm sending this video to a colder person, through the contents of the page, they can either register for a webinar if hopefully what I've done in my video playlist here has generated enough interest to want them to take action.
So does it matter where those videos are hosted? So I've got customers who create their own videos about my product,
mm-hmm.
and I like to showcase those to prospects because it's not me, it's a third party.
Oh, it's perfect. Yeah, exactly.
So can I put that under that customer success story tab?
Absolutely. So a couple of things you could do there. One is you can just take, if you have those videos, you can upload those to the Dubb platform and you can put them on as a playlist here, just like this one. So
okay.
They play automatically after your, hey, I just want to introduce myself. Here's the da-da-da. And then it goes into a client saying, hey, this product's been amazing. This is the result. So
okay.
that you could do, or you could put it behind a button and then the button would link to, say, a website or landing page where you have those videos embedded. So as far as the hosting goes, we do provide all the hosting, unlimited hosting and storage for all of your videos. And now the benefit of using us instead of something like a Vimeo or a YouTube is a couple of things. One is the analytics. So you're going to be able to see specifically what percentage of the video is being watched, how many times, things like that. And then also you get your call to action buttons on top of the video if it's embedded. So every video you put on Dubb, you have a standard embed code and you also have a widget embed code like this. So it kind of follows them around. It's a little bit more interesting. And then, as I mentioned, the call to action buttons get displayed on top of the video when it's finished.
Okay.
So yeah, like I said, a little bit more beneficial. You get more detailed analytics and CTAs on these videos that you want to embed. So like I said, if you have those testimonial videos, you could upload them to Dubb and use our embed codes to put them on a website or landing page and put those behind a button. Or you could just put them on there right as a playlist. Or maybe you have a Dubb video page where it's just a series of those testimonial videos. And when they click that, it just takes them right to a Dubb video page with your own branding, your own stuff, and your own testimonials. So any three of those ways would work. It'd be the Dubb video page, custom landing page, or as a playlist would be really effective ways to leverage those testimonials.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So and the social proof here, that case study, testimonial, customer success stories, those are really a crucial element of our pages. They're probably across all of our industries, everyone's accounts that I look at, that's one of the most clicked buttons. regardless of their product or service or what they're doing. That social proof is just huge for us. That's why when you watch a commercial, you see they talk about the product and then they show all the happy families and stuff using it. It's just the way our brains work. So definitely recommend that as a button, as a default setting as well, as a template. So every time you hit record, it's going to put your social proof button on there, whether it's a link to a video page or a landing page where those stories are told. Definitely something recommended. The other thing is, what are ultimately you trying to do? Open like a dialogue, a conversation through an appointment? What does that look like?
Both.
Okay.
So sometimes I just want them to have the additional information without me having to have a 30-minute conversation with them.
Yeah.
But more often than not, it's to begin a dialogue. So prospecting, I'll prospect people in my business that way.
Yeah. Okay. So to your point, so say if we're on LinkedIn, which we'll want to cover here as well, what we can do that's really interesting. So you can see here, this thumbnail is just me. And if we're prospecting somebody, that's not necessarily the most interesting thing we can show them. Conversely, what we would do is actually create a recording here on their page. Like if you're going through the trouble of creating a custom video for somebody, we want it to be about them and we want it to know it's about them right from the start. So what that looks like is I would actually click on the Chrome extension and create a video right here where I would say, just let the countdown go. Hey, Russ, I wanted to reach out to you for a couple of reasons. One, I saw that you're, a digital publisher. Digital publishing is actually one of our largest verticals. We have a lot of people, whatever. I'm reaching out to him for some specific reasons. And now what this does is it creates a thumbnail image so that the first frames of the video are his LinkedIn profile. And so now instead of me or my face or anything like that, it's their LinkedIn with some activity going on, or their website or their personal information, something of theirs. And that's going to typically give a lot higher click rates than a generic thumbnail would. Just because people have that what's in it for me mentality.
I understand. Let's revisit that for 1 second. So from this person's page that you want to connect with, what you did was click on the Dubb icon, not click on connect.
Yeah, I clicked on the Chrome extension here because what I will do with that is that's going to create this screen recording. And then once the screen recording is created, when I go to connect, it's in there ready to be delivered. Like these guys were screen recordings. So like say if I just created that one to reach out to Russ, that's where I would select that.
It's going to have their personal profile in the background.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah. That thumbnail is it's not the Dubb page. It's their LinkedIn. They're going to see their headshot, their name. And that's definitely something, if they're active on LinkedIn, that they're going to recognize. And they're like, oh, okay, this is something about me. And like I said, it gives much higher click rates when it's something of theirs. So whether it's their own website, their LinkedIn profile, their personal profile on the website, like I said, something that they're going to recognize is the kind of overarching concept behind that.
So full screen is the default, and that's what you'd want to record it in?
Yeah. So actually, with this LinkedIn kind of idea right here, I could probably use current tab only. Like if you have a lot of other tabs open, I would suggest using current tab because we're not going to be switching tabs or anything like that. The way the current tab recording works is, let's just go ahead and show you real quick. It's not going to show anything else. So it's not going to show my browser or my desktop icons or any of that other stuff. It's just going to show the current tab we have selected. So here you'll go ahead and see what this guy looks like. And what that means is it's a little bit cleaner of a presentation. And because we're not doing anything else, it's not necessary to change tabs. So if full screen is the default because full screen will allow you icons or full screen allows you to switch between icon or other tabs and desktop and all that stuff. With a current tab recording, you can see there's no other tabs. It's a cleaner look, but you can't change tabs. So just be aware of that.
So in and of itself, that might be an answer to my issue, which is I haven't given any consideration to that. I mean, that makes perfect sense that if you send me something and I see my LinkedIn profile in the background, I'm more likely to click on it. Because what I've just been doing is click and connect and making a personal video that says, hey, this has been, and whatever my message is.
And see that's definitely great because it gives that personal connection. Unfortunately, they're not going to know that video was made customly for them until they've actually clicked.
Right.
So we want to give you the best chance of getting that video clicked and watched by making the thumbnail good. So
okay,
cool. So I mean, actually, technically, this would be a workaround to your issue. But there is also, like I said, I do want to take a look at that because there might be some setting thing we can resolve to make that work a little bit easier.
Okay, good enough.
All right, let's see. So we've talked a little bit about most of the stuff, the creation of the videos, we can either use, the mobile app, the screen recorder, like we just talked about, and you already experienced the regular webcam videos. And then the customization, the idea is to set these pages up so they're optimally designed to get the conversion we want.
And I know I didn't call about this. Where do I go to create, if I just want to create my own personal video page that's got nothing but customer success stories?
So what you would do is, do you want it to be like a video page like this, where it's just the video testimonials?
Yeah, let's just say I have
Yeah,
so I might have 20, but I got a total of 20 videos, customer success stories that I want to send to a prospect or have available to send to them.
Okay. So let me see. Are there any? Are they split up vertical wise, or is it all in the same exact product that they're reviewing? What does that look like? Is it like 20 testimonials in the same use case, the same? You know what I mean? Are they really similar, or would you be able to say, okay, I have 5 from this industry, 5 from this industry, something like that? What does that look like?
All the same. So they're all people, teaching and training their customer database on how and why they use my product.
Okay, so well, with a Dubb video page, you are limited to only 5 videos in the playlist here, and that's usually my favorite way to showcase videos, because they can easily just click one or click the other. It's really easy to switch back and forth, and they play back to back without needing any clicks.
Okay.
So what I would say is take your 5 best videos. And all you do is you come into Dubb on the main website, click the plus button here, or either through the Chrome extension, you can upload them there as well. So you'd upload those 5 testimonial videos either through here or through the website. And what you would do is you take that first video, you take your very best one, and that's going to be your main video. And then so pretend this is your very best testimonial video. Then under details, under playlist, all you do is you come in here and you click plus, and you add additional videos there. And you could have up to 5. And so that's where you're going to put your 5 best testimonial videos. And then you're going to name this video testimonial page. And then you can put that as a CTA button, which says customer success stories or client success story, whatever you want to label it.
Does that mean that they'll go out on every outbound video I send once they're there?
Exactly. Once that's a default, every video you send, that button's automatically going to be there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got it.
Cool. Okay, let's see. Anything else? Any questions?
No, other than
let's jump into that guy. Cool. All right, so I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and then now on your end, you should have a little button. Do you see here in the StreamYard toolbar? There's like a mute share screen.
Yep.
Cool. So hit share screen, and then choose desktop 1 or screen 1, whatever it says, and then hit share again. When you click share, what options do you see?
Open system preferences. It wants to.
Okay. So you're on Catalina and you haven't done it yet. So yeah, go to system preferences and then privacy and security, or security and privacy. Security and privacy, the little house looking thing.
Yeah, let me go back to. I'm getting there. Hold on.
Yep. I got you. I've done this enough times.
Yeah, security and privacy.
And then on the left-hand side, scroll down to where it says screen recording, and then you'll need to give Chrome and maybe StreamYard access. I think just Chrome.
Google Chrome will not be able to record the contents of your screen until it is quit.
Okay, so yeah, we would have to quit before I could share your screen. That's okay. You know what? Can you meet me back in here? Go ahead and have it closed down. It'll quit, and then meet me back in here in the same link in just a few minutes.
Okay, yeah, give me 5 minutes.
Cool. Yeah, I probably wouldn't even take that. I'll probably just relaunch, and you could be back in here in 3 or so.
Okay.
That all right with you?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, I'd like to get that issue resolved for you. So I mean, I think it'll kick us out of StreamYard here, because the StreamYard is there. We go. Okay. So I'm going to entertain you guys for about 5 minutes here until he comes back. So thank you guys for staying tuned to the videos. Hopefully you find anything valuable. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out. Sometimes I remember to come and share the comments and things. So by all means, go ahead, feel free, leave your comments, questions in here, or shoot us an email, Darius@Dubb, whatever you need. We're here for you guys. As you see these calls all the time, always happy to support. I'm always happy to give people what they're looking for. So play around here, but got a couple of these little things to mess with. I think that's the one. We'll leave that. So yeah, I mean, basically, Ben has been he's doing a SaaS product similar to ours. So, and he's back. Cool.
Okay. So now
Alrighty.
I can go down to share screen.
Yep.
Share screen.
And then you should see desktop one, and then there it is. Cool. Alrighty. Now go ahead and open up your LinkedIn there, and you can click either a message as well. So like if you click write a new message.
Start a post or a messaging?
No, new message. So in the bottom right corner, you have that little message widget.
Yeah.
Click there on the pencil and start a new one. Click the Dubb icon, and then hit record. And hit record. Okay, weird. So this one seems to be working. Let's check the connection request one, because this should be the same exact camera as the connection request. So go ahead and actually test that. You can go to network, my network, and then click on somebody you're not connected with yet. Go ahead and click on their profile too. I'm not sure if the Dubb icon pops up here in this interface. I think you actually have to be on their LinkedIn profile and click the connect option there. Add a note. Nope. Yeah, there you go. And then click Dubb. Wow. All right. Well, I'm not sure what happened before. So what will actually often happen here is we'll have a different camera selected in our settings sometimes. Do you have more than one webcam, or just the built-in?
No, just the built-in one in this MacBook. That's all I've got.
Weird.
But I mean, like, this is the first time that it's ever allowed me to do it. Like, it did it a couple times and then it quit completely.
Mm-hmm.
And I just replied to a couple of your automated emails in hopes that there was a simple answer. So I finally resorted to this because
I
figure out how to make it work.
What it may have been is, when we install the Dubb Chrome extension first, it'll grab whatever camera you have in your settings. And if we deny permissions to the extension, that can sometimes cause some permissions problems. Go ahead and click on the Dubb Chrome extension for me real quick. I want to make sure that everything is aligned there. Okay, yeah, it looks good. So you see how it says the microphone and the webcam were automatically populated? That's a good sign. That means that they have permission there. So okay. Good deal. And this is how you create the Chrome extension. Let's make sure your upload works and everything. So go ahead and click the close button on that pop-up there. And then now go ahead and turn on your webcam. Actually, you know what? Okay. So sometimes it doesn't work because it's being used by two platforms at once, but we're okay.
Okay.
Now go ahead and hit the record option. I just want to make sure that the upload works. Everything's, all the.
So it's a test. It looks like it's working and recording.
Yeah, real test. Yep. And then go ahead and press the check mark there. You can either click back on the Dubb extension, or you can see the bottom right-hand corner. There's some screen controls there. And then there's also keyboard shortcuts. So like you can just press Option U and upload it.
Okay.
So you don't have to hunt for the stop button. That's basically what I mean.
Oh, so I don't have to wait till I'm finished and then click on the check button on the bottom. I can
just press Option U and it'll end the recording automatically and upload it.
Okay. So are you seeing my screen? So
yeah. So okay, looks good. Looks like everything worked. It's uploading. Good to go. Good deal.
Updating file image.
Cool.
There's a black background.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a minute. There you go.
Okay.
Give it a minute to load. I was going to say we are having a little bit of our CDN provider is like our digital kind of data server provider. They're having some issues the last day or so. So I would say give the video just a little bit more time to load than what would normal. We're trying to resolve it. They're being difficult though in terms of pinpointing it. So I would say just give everything a little bit of time before you send it out.
Okay, so real quick before I let you go, because you've been generous with your time, but it's not uncommon that I will send something like this. This is where those videos exist. Let me find one. Oh, no, that's not it. Yeah, so I just got some links to those videos. So if I wanted to put these inside my Dubb dashboard,
you would first need the MP4 versions of those. So where are they currently hosted? Because the link
YouTube videos and such.
Okay, cool. So yeah, if it's on YouTube, you can download the MP4, and then unless it's somebody else's YouTube channel, is it your? Do you have access to the channel that the video was uploaded on?
Yes and no. So some of them were produced and sent to us as, hey, look what I did for you, for my customers. And some of them are probably out there on the dealer's website. So I do business with retail car dealers, and every single one of them's got a YouTube channel for the most part. And some of them are housed out there. Some of them are just hosted out on their website.
Okay, a couple of things here. So if it's somebody else's YouTube channel, there's some little tools we can use to download other people's YouTube videos. I don't personally remember the name of one right now, but I know there's a ton of them out there, and it'll actually allow you to download somebody else's YouTube video.
Okay.
In your own YouTube channel, it's really easy. You can just go and download the original. It's fine. But yeah, you would have to use like a little third-party tool to download somebody else's YouTube video. It's not difficult. I'd say just worth a Google search. And then once you have the MP4 or the .mov file, the original of those videos, upload them to Dubb.
So is there a way for me when I'm looking at this one to know what's that, how do I know how this?
Just go ahead and click the link. Yeah, open link in a new tab and go to where that is. So it's a YouTube channel. And this is, go ahead and pause it. Wow, 200,000 views, not bad. So Tom Holzer Ford, that's whose channel this is. So you could either go back to Tom Holzer and say, hey, buddy, I wanted to use this video you guys made for us, and they could give you the MP4. Or, like I said, we just go into Google search and say how to download someone else's YouTube video.
But MP4 is the format on your platform.
Or MOV. Yeah, we're pretty open to what you can bring in. MP4 is preferred. It's the best compressed and things like that. But you can use like MOV files and stuff as well.
MP4 or .mov.
Yeah.
Dude, this
MP4 is preferred just because the compression's nice and everything.
All right. So, I haven't paid you guys because I haven't sent out enough videos that I could justify it. What's the entry point for pay? And
let me jump in here.
So my company was just sold to a big company this weekend.
Nice.
Not me. I didn't get a check out of it, but thank you. Anyways, so I'm part of this big organization now.
Yeah.
And, I don't know that I'm going to get to. I'm not going to have a lot of leeway, but I'm also going to be able to operate outside that big organization for probably the next 9 months or so.
Okay.
So at the first level that I pay for, what would I get? What benefit would I get?
Yeah. Let me pop right in for you. 1 second here. You can see my screen here, right?
I can.
Okay. So for you particularly, is if we're just one individual, we have one plan that really offers everything the platform can do. So all the kind of features and everything I've described to you today is included in this Small Business Pro. And additionally, you have access to the coaching. So kind of like what we're doing today in this discovery, except for we go in depth. We make sure you don't have any questions. You have all the best practices, things like video length and call to action structure, script, all that stuff. We want to make sure that you have all our expertise at your disposal. And so that's included with that subscription there. There is also an annual option. So if you want to pay for the year in advance, it saves you 20%. So about 32 a month instead of 40. The only time you go to these other plans is if, like I said, you have more than one user. I mean, I know, so you mentioned, say, if some people in the organization, you wanted to bring people on in like a team effort, it would be less than 40 per seat, but it is priced per seat.
Okay.
Yeah. So like for yourself would be with this plan, that's month to month, no commitment unless you wanted to pay for the year in advance. And then, as I mentioned, that's everything the platform has to offer, including the coaching included there.
I got it. I'll go do some more research on that. I probably need to immerse myself a little bit more in what you offer me for free. I'm not taking advantage of yet. So as much as I like to buy things, I'm a salesperson. I love to buy shit. I'm not sure yet that my dollar would be well spent without a little more homework. So.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you think would prevent you from that? Or what's your concern there that the dollar wouldn't be well spent?
It wouldn't be the dollar. It would be my utilization. It would just be how much time and effort I would devote to it. So I might be at my desk all this week, and I might consider myself a really good user and outreach, and I might not touch it for, like, you can see my utilization. I'm sure you have a back-end product or tool. You can see what my utilization is.
Yeah.
So I went, 2 or 3 months since I started. And when I started, I only sent out a handful of videos. Mm-hmm. I wanted to try it and see what it was like. So what's not in question is my open rate and my interaction with prospects and customers when it's video versus email. I don't debate that. I have to figure out how much it's worth to me.
Yeah. Okay. I would say if you landed one additional like deal or appointment, would that potentially pay for the product itself?
Yeah, I don't. There's no question about that. It's how much time I'm going to invest in it, because what I'm only using as a vehicle to get in front of customers.
Yeah. No. Exactly from what you described.
You know, I have hundreds of people that will submit a lead to me, to our company, go to a Google search, watch a couple of those videos, and never come back around.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Which is very frustrating, because I've never had that in my life. Usually, when somebody sends an inbound lead, they want to talk to me right now.
Yeah.
So this may sound crazy to you, but as much as I get eyeballs on the video, like I wonder if it hurts me, like if I'm giving them too much information. So I have to figure out how to curtail or deliver.
Yeah, no, exactly. And again, that is something that I would love to consult with you as part of that subscription. So whatever you're ready to dive in, that's definitely something we like to support with. As I kind of showed you my video page there's that really sweet science of having a very short introduction, really powerful message tied on with the powerful call to action, really compelling, saying, what's in it for them? Why do they want to set that appointment with you or take the action you want to? A lot of the times, if that's not made extremely clear, then they don't want to take the action. They'll watch the videos, they'll consume the information. But if the call to action wasn't like powerful or compelling, that's usually where we have that drop off.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. Wanted to make sure that what it sounds like, what would be a good application for you too is I mentioned that pre-recorded content. So you just have one video page that really is all the bells and whistles are attached on it, ready to go. And then that way you don't actually have to change your workflow much at all. So what you're already doing on a daily activity, you have to maybe put the tops of 15 minutes of additional time into utilizing video. And I'm sure that 15 minutes of additional time would result in much more engagement and understanding and appointments ultimately.
Yeah, I feel like in terms of grade point entry, this is kind of a pre-K is what I've done.
Yeah.
I probably need to step up my game a little bit is what I need to do. So
you graduated. Yeah.
Yeah. This fix and how to interact, like I'll connect with a couple hundred LinkedIn folks per month with nothing more than a just connection request.
Yeah.
No video, no anything. Just because my brand is hot and people see us in the trade mags and stuff like that. So I need to step it up a little bit, and I need a little bit of time to work on that so that I can justify the spend.
Great. All right. So let me ask you this: when do you think I should check back in on you?
You listen. I get your emails. You're welcome to check back in with me. Once every couple weeks. I don't mind. We're going literally this weekend. They announced that we were acquired. So. I don't know what my next 90 days to 180 days is going to look like. We're all going to have to, for those few of us that are here, we're a small little startup company with about 25 people. Mm-hmm. So if we're going to stay, if we're going to get the chance to stay, all of those things are up in the air right now.
Okay. Well, that's not the best spot to be in. I understand where you're feeling. But all right. So if you need any support at all, don't hesitate to reach out. We got chat support on the website. It's a real person. You got email support. You can respond to anyone at any time. And then, as I mentioned, if you're ready to dive in deeper, you want to take it to that next level, and you can schedule your consultation. We can get you onboarded.
Dude, I appreciate the help and you get a shout out for that, because I know you're providing this platform and this level of service for free, and I wouldn't get this anywhere else. So I appreciate you letting me connect with you and answer a couple of my questions.
Absolutely, Ben. All right, boss. Well, you have a great day. Like I said, whatever you need, we're here to help.
Thanks, Darius. Be good.
Yep. Have a good one.
See you, man.